APNU+AFC member Carol Smith-Joseph on Wednesday made her first appearance at the Georgetown Magistrates Court, where she faced 1 count of forgery charge and 2 counts of conspiracy to defraud. The charges are related to the events following the March 2nd general and regional elections, in which she was an active player. Joseph was released on $30,000 bail for each charge, paying a total of $90,000. The opposition activist was charged jointly with the Guyana Elections Commission's employee Clairmont Mingo, who is already facing several other fraud charges. Mingo, who served as the returning officer for Region 4 during the March elections, was also granted bail totaling $90,000. Also appearing in court on Wednesday was Chairman of the People's National Congress Reform Volda, who is already before the court on electoral fraud charges. She was charged for forgery and was placed on $30,000 bail. They were all represented by attorney Nigel Hughes, who told the media that he is displeased in the way in which the charges are brought in a piecemeal manner.
We have been repeatedly asking, we asked today, that when they're in a position to proceed with all the charges, for the purposes of efficiency, they should bring all those charges at one time, and then we can determine what's perhaps the most efficient way to have those cases heard before the several magistrates. Bringing them in drips every week or every 2 days does not help, particularly when you report to the court that you have not completed the investigation and that you're asking for more time. So our proposal was that they take a long date, whether it's December or January, when they're confident that they've concluded their investigations. We are aware of all the charges, so at that stage we can sit down, we can have some case management, and we can decide which cases go forward, or which cases are not going forward, which witnesses are going to come. Unfortunately, the present way in which they have elected to conduct this results in great inconvenience to all the persons charged.
Dozens of APNU supporters turned up at the court calling for an end to what they termed as victimization against their leader. Lawrence, in her address to the crowd moments after leaving the courtroom, said having to visit the court every week is harassment.
This is harassment. This has got nothing to do with law, no order, no forgery and whatever. This is just harassment. In my own purview, I feel that they got to please somebody. So every other week they got to march us to CID. Every other week they got to bring us to the court. I don't know. I tell my sister the next charge would be for the ink that they type on this form, wherever they got. But see that we can get charged.
According to Lawrence, the accused were all asked to revisit the Criminal Investigations Department on Thursday at 13 hours. The case was adjourned to October 28, 2020. Mingo and Lawrence are before the court on private criminal charges filed relating to the March elections. That case comes up on November 16th. Also before the court on similar charges are the Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield, Deputy Chief Elections Officer Roxanne Myers, and other GCOM staff. Bibi Katun reporting for the newsroom.